What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and today we are discussing Stephen A. Smith firing back at Lonzo Ball. Sweet, innocent Lonzo Ball, who don't do nothing to nobody, who just want to sell his big baller brand tennis shoes and heal himself up. But before we get into that video, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom right of your screen and also hit that notification bell so that you guys can continue to get the latest media sports drops when I'm dropping this content. Like always, back to the video. So, we all know that Lonzo Ball came back and clapped back at Stephen A. Smith for falsifying a statement and saying that he heard Lonzo Ball could not even stand up out of the seat. He said this brother couldn't even get up out of the seat and freaking stand up. So what does Lonzo Ball do? Lonzo Ball puts the camera on himself, and not only does he get up out of one seat, he gets up off one leg, right? So I'll post a link to that video in the comment section if you guys want to go check that out. Please do so if you haven't. So Stephen A. Smith takes it upon himself because just like all media members, when they've been exposed and humiliated, they have to somehow redeem themselves because as a journalist, your name is everything. You can't be a falsifying ass journalist out here because you will no longer be credible. Nobody will really want to go to you for their sources or anything. But Stephen A. Smith has to do this type of things because Stephen A. Smith is a very messy man. So he has to redeem himself, clear his reputation up, and make all well again. So let's look at this video. This is my first time watching this video. I'm going to do a live reaction because somebody sent me this to make a video about. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to pause it and give my commentary on it as we watch.
Obviously, Lonzo Ball took offense to that. Lonzo Ball is 26 years of age. He's been in the league for about 4 years. It's one of those situations where he got a bit defensive.
Why wouldn't he get defensive? You messing with his money. You're messing with his money. So, okay, we don't know what the Bulls plan on doing with this man. And you going around spreading rumors like that's not going to help him. But that's not what you're thinking about. You're not thinking about his money, Stephen A. Smith, because you're thinking about your money.
And he wanted to make sure that he clapped back at me. And, you know, he does what some of these guys will try and do in this day and age before I felt the need to address him.
No, he just did what any man would do. And most men don't even clap back at you, Stephen A. Smith, because everybody knows that you're a media pundit and that you are a very messy man, right? You like to slander brothers, but you have no problem kissing up to Jerry Jones and all those white people over there at ESPN, right? But you want to clown on the brothers, Kyrie Irving. You really make me mad when you talk about Kyrie Irving because I love Kyrie Irving, right? And I also think that it's just as sure as there's a freedom of speech, as long as you're not hurting nobody, why can't the planet be flat? If that's what he wants to believe, then let him believe that, right? He doesn't have to get scorned and dragged through the mud and humiliated. Damn. So Lonzo Ball did the right thing by clapping back at you, man. Respect it.
For the record, to everybody, I don't blame him for doing that. I really don't.
Well,
I like Lonzo Ball too.
Well, good. You should respect that. You should respect the guy who stands up for himself and the kid who really doesn't do anything to nobody. Like Lonzo Ball don't really bother nobody. I really be feeling bad for this man just because he barely talk. Lonzo Ball could be the most evil person out here, but he's so quiet. You just feel sorry for the guy. The guy's always broken. So why would you even attempt to hurt this man's ego even worse or fragile it?
By the way, and his daddy. I've only met his brother LaMelo once, who I believe is going to be a superstar in this league for years to come. But I like LeVar Ball too. LeVar has clapped on me. One time he called me as fake as a $3 bill and all of this other stuff. Please, didn't stop him from coming on First Take. Didn't stop him from giving me a pound and a hug. Didn't stop him from being a guest. Didn't stop him from rapping me. All of that is just talk, y'all. It's all good. It's all love. Lonzo Ball is good people. He really is. And he's a damn good basketball player. And I think the Bulls would be better if he were healthy and in the lineup. Okay? So I want to be clear about that. And I want to be clear about the fact that...
Now, what I tell y'all this clown do, man. Watch this now, y'all. He gonna lift them up. I told y'all Stephen A. Smith does this. He gives you your flowers before he burns them. Oh, and when he burn them in your face and throw them on your feet. Watch what he can do now. He gonna butter them up and turn them down. Watch.
He had every right to come at me the way that he did. It's just that you gotta be careful sometimes.
What I tell y'all. Y'all see that demise? You see him changing? What I tell y'all, this is what this man do. Watch.
And this is me in response, showing him why he needs to be careful. Listen up. No, you ain't healthy. You've missed about 48% of your games, and you're only 4 years into your career. And on top of it all, you would think that since you missed all of last season, and 47 games the season before that, and you're scheduled to miss games at least until the new year, this upcoming season, that you wouldn't make a video proclaiming you're healthy. Because instead of looking at me, and I'm not talking to Lonzo, I'm talking to the idiot trolls out there. Instead of looking at me, what if I was a Bulls fan, and I said, and I looked at him and poolside, oh, so you can play? Can you play? Yeah. Can you play? Since you're doing that. Because the answer would be no. Sit your ass down.
Man, this man is a clown, man. He just can't be one up. Stephen A. Smith cannot be one up. Refuses to lose properly like a man and admit that he was wrong. What does he do? He will backhandedly give you a compliment and then destroy you. Because one thing about it, Stephen A. Smith cares about three things: his name, his reputation, and his money. Can never trust a guy who prioritizes money over core values and morals. Ever.
I didn't mean that in some volatile way. Again, I like it. It ain't fighting words or nothing like that. I'm just saying, sit your ass down. Come on, bro. You don't exactly have a strong case to argue with me on this. Do you want me to give the names of your doctors and the surgeries that you have had? Not.
See? And I'm going to pause it right there because it ain't even no need to even keep watching this. But like I said, man, this is what Stephen A. Smith does. He really enjoys tearing down brothers, right? I never hear this man talk about another race. Like, and when he does, it's because it's something that's viral, something worldwide, maybe the world news, that his management or his bosses tell him to do blocks on. But this guy refuses to talk about any other race this way but black people, because it's no drama when it comes to talking about other race. And I'm not one of these guys that go around saying like, oh, the world is unfair because white versus black. I don't give a crap about all that. I really don't. But what I will tell you is what I see. And what I see with this guy and what I know within the media, especially with people like him and Shannon Sharp, which I really don't think is going to work. It's going to feel like it's a damn barbecue cookout, you know what I'm saying, somewhere at the corner store for the most part. But what I will say about those two, I always aim to go at black men, right? Black athletes or just black people in general, way worse than they will go at another race. Why is that? Because we know another race wouldn't sell. People don't want to hear you talk about people they really like. People want to hear you talk about people that like to be talked about and pitted against each other. And that's exactly where Stephen A. makes his killing, by doing stuff like this. Telling this man he should have never responded back and he need to sit. That's the best this man could do, y'all. The best you could do is really say, sit down because you're supposed to be injured. But if he sat down and didn't say anything, he might be out of the league. He might be out of the league messing with you. Because guess what? Everybody will listen to you. You plugged in, not only with other networks and people around the league, you plugged in with so many fans and people who like to listen to you and buy into the hype, to where like you could really cause harm because the media spreads news. You guys are, quote unquote, the first to hear everything before the world hears it. So if he was to shut up and not say anything, don't you think that the world will believe you, Stephen A. Smith? Because the world believes everything that you say for some reason. So you don't think that he did the right thing by standing up and defending himself? I think that Lonzo Ball did the right thing, and he had fun with it. And he even did it respectfully and said that he really likes you, which he probably doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But to keep his image, and name, he's going to say the right things. Stephen A. Smith doesn't like the fact that people are starting to go against him and use his own magic against him. Stephen A. Smith don't like that. Stephen A. Smith like to be right. Yeah, I got to be right. Yeah, I can't be wrong. I don't remember the last time I was lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, Stephen A. Smith has to do stuff like this. Also, like I keep saying in my last few videos, Stephen A. Smith has no content right now. What's going on besides NFL preseason, which is burning my eyeballs watching? Man, I'm ready for some football. But it's really no hype around there. The media, the media thrives off drama. The world we live in is more captivating when it's sex, nudity, and drama. Other than that, it's really no story. People want hot stuff, right? That's the world we live in, where people, that's just what they want to see. Even I'm guilty of that sometimes. Don't nobody want to see a boxing match that's two stand-up guys. We want to know the backstory. We want to know the origins. We want to know the underdog versus the hot shot. Like, it has to be drama to sell. I remember taking a class in college. I think it was a sociology class, right? And this was years ago. And it's way worse now. But I remember reading, I was reading in this book, and it said that, if people saw a man and a woman fighting, that they would at least watch before breaking it up. They wouldn't instantly break it up. They will watch before they broke it up. And this was years ago. In the world we live in now, people going to leak stuff to TMZ for money. Everything is like I keep telling y'all, money is the root of all evil. Just like Stephen A. Smith does evil things for money, like report stuff on Lonzo like that. People like to capture stuff on videos and cameras. Everything has to be captured to make a story, to be the first to report, to get reposted, to go viral. Stephen A. Smith does the same thing. If you don't believe it, look at this video I'm doing now. He's literally doing the same thing. There are plenty of other things in sports and in the world to talk about. I don't hear them talking about USA basketball like that. Aren't you an NBA analyst? A basketball analyst? You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty to cover. But what would you like to focus on? You would like to focus on what drives those ratings. Because like most people, the average person isn't thriving to start his or her own business. The average person is sitting around waiting on entertainment. Sad to say, but that's the world we live in. But I don't even want to get that deep, y'all. But anyway, man, I think that Stephen A. Smith was whack. Again, you're embarrassed because you were called out, and now you're trying to redeem yourself. But anyway, that's enough of this clown. You guys let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Let me know if Stephen A. Smith is trying to redeem himself or not, or if Stephen A. Smith wasn't wrong at all. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Like always, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.